Hello and welcome to News Cycle here on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. A reminder that we are on DSTV, channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. President Bola Tinubu has appealed to Nigerians graduates to exercise patriotism and avoid the temptation of seeking greener pastures outside the country. The president made the appeal in his address at the 29th and 30th combined convocation ceremony of the University of Uyo held at the institution permanent ground in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Tinubu, who was represented by Vice Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt, Professor Owonari, charged the graduates to be agents of change by utilizing their knowledge and tools in solving societal issues for betterment of the country and the world. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Tinubu to stop the Minister of Federal Capital, Authority Nyesom Wike, and Nigeria's 36 governors from usurping the authority and the responsibilities of the National Judicial Council and heads of courts through the giving of cars and houses to judges. The organization says it believes such actions likely indicate that the judiciary is becoming submissive to the executive arm of government. SERAP's Deputy Director Sadman also urged the President to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi to challenge in courts the constitutionality and legality of the practice of members of the executive giving cars and houses to judges in Abuja and across the state. Members of the National Assembly are currently divided over the controversial tax reform bills introduced by President Tinubu-led administration. The President had on September 3rd transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration. The reforms stemmed from the recommendations of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms headed by Taiwo Oyedele for the review of the existing tax laws. The bills are the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, which is expected to provide the fiscal framework for taxation in the country, and the Tax Administration Bill, which will provide a clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce disputes. And our Rivers State Governor, Similayo Fubara, has announced that he will present the state's 2025 budget to Victor Gojembo-led State House Assembly. Fubara made this statement at the official commissioning of 2 ultra-modern community town halls and the launch of a tertiary scholarship and empowerment program by the Speaker of Akaima and Agangaya communities in Borno local government area of Rivers State. This was contained in a statement issued in Port Harcourt by the Governor's Chief Press Secretary Nelson Chikodi. The Governor noted that the state government will continue to collaborate with the Assembly to improve the lives of Rivers residents, highlighting the positive relationship between the executive and legislative branches as demonstrated in the screening of nominees and the prompt passage of executive bills. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has foiled attempts to smuggle illicit drugs to UK and discovering them hidden in the parcels of tiger nuts and bags of groundnut. The agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, while sharing videos on X, also warned against accepting packages without thoroughly checking their content. Governor-elect of Edo State, Monday Okpebholo, has accused the outgoing governor, Governor Obaseki, of doing everything possible to frustrate a peaceful transition of power ahead of his swearing-in on Tuesday. This was a reaction to Obaseki's earlier statement where he said he's yet to get the invite for the swearing-in ceremony of Okpebholo scheduled for Tuesday. And a statement signed by his media aide, Gospel Inewe in Abuja, Obaseki had alleged that the governor-elect and his party, the All Progressive Congress, were planning his inauguration without consulting or involving the state government in the preparations. The governor condemned the planned action, which he said was lawless. Allow the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kekere Ikuna, said that while the judiciary has many upright and courageous judges, a few of them are giving it a bad name. Justice Kekere Ikuna spoke at a public discussion organized by the Movement for Islamic Culture and Awareness in honor of Justice Abi Abiru's elevation to the Supreme, praised the Nigerian judiciary for its dedication. She noted that ordinary citizens' viewpoints on how well ethics, morality, and the law coexist must be considered. Justice Kekere added the public acceptance of the law also hinge on its alignment with the fundamental principles, the need for clarity, stability and independence of the judiciary, as well as the fair exercise of authority by law enforcement. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betogun, has found the Western Nigeria Security Network and condemned the Amokan and Vigilante Corps, among others, from participating in Ondo governorship election. Around no fewer than 17 political parties will participate in elections slated for November 16, 2024. In a statement released by the force spokesman Moya Adeyobi, the police chief ordered the deployment of officers from various specialized units, including the Special Intervention Squad, the Police Mobile Force, Counter-Terrorism Units and Special Protection Unit, Explosive Ordnance Disposal Unit, and a K-9 unit, among others. He noted that aerial patrols will be conducted with police helicopters, while gunboats will patrol the state waterways and riverine areas to ensure security across all terrains. The Defense Headquarters, ZHQ, says troops deployed for the counter-terrorism operations have eliminated a total of 169 terrorists and arrested no fewer than 641 suspects in various theaters of operations. The Defense Headquarters stated that 70 of the terrorists were killed in the Kwaram Borno state by the airstrike. A statement by the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Babayero, also says several terrorists were dislodged from their hideouts. A tragic road accident claimed the lives of 15 people in Marawa village along the Funtua-Sokoto highway. The Federal Road Safety Corps described the incident as avoidable and preventable, attributing it to the poor vehicle maintenance and driver negligence. A statement by the Corps spokesperson Olusegun Ogobemide says the crash occurred around 11 a.m. where a Toyota Hiace bus loaded with passengers from Kano suffered a tire burst and causing the driver to lose control. The bus collided head-on with a single truck operated by the Dangote Group, and the impact led to the multiple casualties, primarily among the bus passengers. And now the World Health Organization and Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have committed to guiding the development of targeted mpox vaccine preparedness and deployment plans to ensure the efficient use of available doses. The Africa Center for Disease Control in a statement noted that with anticipated mpox vaccine deliveries to the Africa region in the coming month, the countries that requested support in identifying and mapping mpox hotspot based on local epidemiology and planning targeted vaccination strategies to reach a population at risk of mpox. The Director General of Africa CDC, Dr. Jane Kayase, added that the swift actions of countries across Africa to roll out targeted mpox vaccination strategies reflect an extraordinary commitment to protecting those vulnerable, achieving this progress within a short window underscores the ambitions and resilience of member states to halt the transmission and safeguard at risk the populations. You're watching the news cycle here on Global Television, coming to live from Nigeria's capital Abuja. When news cycle returns, Pakistan's railway bomb blast kills at least 25. Details of these as well as the foreign sports stories after the short break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us on News Cycle. And now to business. The federal government's budget deficit to 7.5% of the country's gross domestic product as of August 2024, reflecting a significant widening of the gap between the government revenue and expenditure. A member of the Central Bank of Nigeria Monetary Policy Committee, Mohammed Abdullahi, disclosed this in his personal statement at a 297th committee meeting. These are the CBN account revealed that Nigeria's budget in 53 naira in the second quarter of 2024, up from 3.88 trillion naira in the previous quarter. In simple terms, the fiscal deficit happens when the government's spending exceeds its revenue from the taxes and other sources. It means the government is spending more money than it's bringing in. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, in partnership with an insurance company and an international technology firm, has launched a mobile platform to minimize passengers' delays and ensure the compensation from airlines to travelers when delayed. The platform also guarantees passengers protection from any form of maltreatment by airlines. As this development was avowed at the stakeholders meeting out at the NCA Annex Office in Lagos State. The mobile application aims to help passengers locate the boarding areas, promptly expedite refunds in case of cancellations, and secure compensation when delays exceed their regulatory time. The Dangote refinery and petrochemical is set to begin the fuel export to South Africa, Angola, and Namibia. It is believed that the management of the 650,000 barrel per day capacity refinery is at advanced stages of talks with the countries to start lifting fuel. 4 other African countries, Niger Republic, Chad, Burkina Faso, and the Central African Republic, had also started a negotiation with the refinery. Meanwhile, more countries are expected to signify interest in lifting fuel from the refinery in the coming months. And on the foreign scene, the former Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency in Equatorial Guinea, Baltasar Angoga, has been remanded in Malebo's Black Beach prison. The embattled former anti-graft chief was arrested days ago for allegedly recording over 400 sex tapes involving the wives of prominent figures in the country. This scandal surveys during a fraud investigation into the 54-year-old economist, resulting in an impromptu search of his home and office by the officials who reportedly discovered several CDs and other reviews of sexual encounters with different married women. And now Gaza Civil Defense Agency says 30 people, including 13 children, were killed in Israeli strikes in the 2 houses in the north of the Palestinian territory. Civil Defense say the first strike early Sunday hit a house in Jabalia, northern Gaza, killing at least 25 people, including 13 children, and injuring more than 30. Since October 6, the Israeli military has been engaged in withering air and ground assault on areas of northern Gaza, including the Jabalia, saying they are seeking to stop Hamas militants from the regrouping there. Russia and Ukraine have carried out their largest drone attacks against each other since the start of the war. Russia's defense ministry says it intercepted 84 Ukrainian drones over 6 regions, including some approaching the Moscow, which forced flights to diverted from the 3 of the capital's major airports. Ukraine's Air Force said Russia launched 145 drones towards every part of the country, with most shut down. The barrages comes amid expectation that U.S. President-elect Donald Trump may put pressure on both sides to end the conflict. Senior United States officials reportedly say Washington will no longer accept the presence of Hamas representative in Qatar, accusing the Palestinian group of rejecting the latest proposals to achieve a Gaza ceasefire and a hostage deal. In anonymous briefings, the officials said the Qatari government had agreed to tell Hamas to close the political office 10 days ago. Hamas have had a political base in Doha since 2012, reportedly at the request of the President Obama administration to allow communication with the group. The report have been denied by Hamas officials, with Qatar as yet to comment. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has appointed U.S.-born Yair Lapid, later an official who previously served as Chief of Staff in the Finance Ministry, as the next Israeli ambassador to the United States. Netanyahu said in a statement that Lapid is a highly capable diplomat and eloquent speaker and possesses a deep understanding of American culture and politics. The appointment came 3 days after Donald Trump's election for a second term, a U.S. president celebrated by the many Israelis because of his strong support for Israel. And out of sport, Fenerbahce have emerged as Victor Osimhen's latest suitors after Jose Mourinho told the club management to roll up his sleeves to snatch a Nigerian striker from the Turkish Super League Galatasaray, where he is currently on a season-long loan from Napoli. A report says Mourinho's desperately wants to add Osimhen to the ranks, adding that the Fenerbahce are ready for such a big move, which they will insist on. Osimhen's impartial display for Galatasaray have left a litany of top clubs on his tour, including Chelsea, with a big money move to Saudi Arabia in the summer, is also wedging strongly in the balance. Now, Nigeria's international Damola Lookman and Maduka Okoye will face off in a crucial Serie A clash in the Red Hot Atlanta, who's struggling the units in the game week 12 fixture at the Gateway Stadium in Bergamo. The encounter will put Lookman, who has been in the scintillating form with 8 goals this season, against Super Eagles goalkeeper Okoye, who is looking to bounce back from the disappointing own goal in the unit's 2-0 loss to Juventus last weekend. And now Lookman heads into the match brimming with confidence after scoring Atlanta's impressive 2-0 win Champions League victory over the Stoke at the Mercedes-Benz Arena on Wednesday. And now that's a package news cycle coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. Reminder that we are on DSTV channel 365 on start time 276 and free to air. You can watch us on all the social media platforms now shown on the screen at Global TV NG. My name is Edikat Michael. Thanks for watching. See you again.